So, guys, one good thing about Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government and Malami and Buhari, because they are the ones who are really on top of this whole thing. And we have talked about how some northerners are rooting out, pressuring the presidency not to release Nnamdi Kanu because they believe that Nnamdi Kanu has done badly, so badly or damage, caused more damage to the northerners, especially the Fulanis. And when we talk about the three main tribes in this country, the top ones, Igbos, Yoruba, and the Hausa, the place of Fulani, we don't know how they are trying to make it one of the major tribes in Nigeria, which is not, it's not going to happen. And from history, we know that these guys came from wherever they came from, but unfortunately how they crept in into the system is what we don't really understand. Like, we know the foundation has been faulty from the beginning. They had the ulterior motive, but our forefathers who are supposed to see better didn't see the handwriting on the wall. And unfortunately, the ones that even call themselves elders these days, they try to be politically correct, and that is why things are getting worse. People will not come out and call a spade a spade. This thing is not working. You just want to be politically correct. Why others, those who are doing evil, are doing it, and they want to blackmail you that if you say it the way you are supposed to say it, they will tell you that you are a threat to national security, you are this, you are this, you are that. Just exactly the same way they are holding Nnamdi Kanu, they don't want to release him. Now we learn that the woman called Mama Boko Haram, whether she married to a northerner, a Fulani, she's an Igbo woman, we know that it's somebody they call Mama Boko Haram, who has been relating what the Boko Haram, whether she's their spokesperson, I don't understand. Now she has been sentenced to prison, and a lot of people are saying that is the right thing to do. But if she's the one who has been speaking on behalf of these people, why is it that the people who are really involved, whether they call themselves a Fulani men, whether they call themselves bandits, they call themselves Boko Haram or ISWAP, why is it that none of them has been arrested? And we got to know that the woman is an Igbo woman, and a lot of northerners are laughing that oh, you can imagine that they are happy, especially the people from the south are happy that the woman has been jailed. But unfortunately, they didn't know that the woman is an Igbo woman. But people say, irrespective of wherever she comes from, anyone who is found wanting or found guilty of anything, should face the music. And our happiness, especially my happiness, is that Buhari said that Nnamdi Kanu's case should go through court processes, that is not, it does not have interfere when it comes to all those things. When the elders of from the Igbo land went to plead with him to release Nnamdi Kanu, but the greatest happiness of everyone who loves justice is that he has gone through all of those things and he has come out victorious, and they are still looking for one thing or the other to pin him down. And people are now saying that you know what they are planning for this man is so dangerous. And we are hearing that they wanted a situation whereby, that's why they are bringing this terrorism of a thing. But when it comes to terrorism with the so-called bandits and the Boko Haram, they will tell you that they have repented. But because when you go deeper, you want to really nail somebody with the terrorism, they want to take your life. They want to take your life. So they wanted to sentence him to death. But as God will have it, God scattered their plans. And that is why the judges or the justices that gave that a verdict, they've transferred them. And I said they will never win this man, because we know that they stand on the side of lies. And the man, Nnamdi Kanu, stands on the side of truth. And you think, where do you want to go again? According to law, those who are senior advocates of Nigeria, they are saying that the federal government, whether they call themselves Malami or Buhari, they don't have moral justification to try this man again, because the first judgment, you are not obeying it and you want to jump. And they are telling us that if they release him, the man might jump bail. And this issue of acquitted and not acquitted, where Malami is trying to change from his own dictionary or from his own school, a law school, I don't understand why they have not even been able to say that. I think the second time they appeal the case, the appeal court still says this man has been discharged and acquitted. What else do you want? As soon as they did that, they just transferred them. This man has won them the second time. Where do you want to go to? And they are trying to bring allegations and more allegations. And the more you bring allegations against this man, the more it will be trashed. It will be trashed. And one thing again is that the Igbo leaders, they are not doing much. You guys are not doing much. That's why most of the time IPOB will be calling you out. They will say you don't have respect, they don't have respect. But in this kind of case, this is where you are supposed to be happy, because the so-called president said he should, that he's not going to release Nnamdi Kanu. He was trying to be politically correct, that he cannot interfere in the case of judiciary. Judiciary has done its own bit. Now you follow it. It's a lie. They will not be telling you constitution. When it favors them, they will be telling you constitution says this. Now, this is what the law says. This is the court of a competent jurisdiction has said this man should be freed. And you are telling us that it is not so. And now they are planning to suspend. They are writing that his fundamental human rights should be suspended because of what? Because they believe the national security is more important. Anybody who is a threat to national security, that person's fundamental human rights will not be observed or will not be looked into. Is that not wickedness? Ask me if this is not wickedness. So they are planned before, because they felt that, oh, this guy, the only thing they can do to him is to take his life. But God said no, because he said he will use the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And that is exactly what actually happened. Do you think the so-called justices wouldn't have done the bidding of the federal government? But at the end of the day, the case before them is a very clean case. And that is why they won. They won. The lawyers, even Nnamdi Kanu, they won them. This is a clean case. You that you have committed atrocities by bringing this man illegally. I don't know why the UK is just pussyfooty about this whole thing, because I'm sure those ones, they have their own problems. But even irrespective of that, can you imagine the man that was kidnapped in one of these other countries, and they brought him to Nigeria? The US had to come all the way from US to rescue the man. The last one that happened, a Nigerian man, an American man, a Nigerian American based man, he came to Nigeria and the man lost his life. Do you know they came all the way from America to take the man's remains to America? They transported his corpse back to America. That is to tell you how they cherish their people. And yet, we are here. Somebody, even like I'm even referring to the UK. Yes, somebody, your own citizen, you are telling us, you are not even proactive about it. Oh, they will tell you, oh, we are going to do this. We are selling delegates. We are doing this. And we are going to talk about it. Nothing. And these are the things that have been happening that aggravate and infuriate a lot of people. And you expect the best people who are in pain, when they know that you are inflicting pain on them, you want them to respect you. Who does that? Who does that? So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.